Virgo, it's Ruby. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in. All right, so Virgo, we are getting twin flame messages for you for May 2025 from Spirit. Okay, so this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Virgo, or if you're a cross watcher and you're watching for your divine masculine or your divine feminine that has strong Virgo placements, this reading could also be for you. Or if the future title resonates for you, this reading could also be for you. So let's get to it. Just remember, energy can be vice versa or interchangeable here. So keep that in mind. Only take what resonates. Also, do remember that timing is fluid. So my intention is it's going to be for like the next 30 to 60 days here, but it could play out a little bit later. Okay, so what are we going to get for you guys? Let's see. Unawakened. All right, let's see what else. What else we get here for Virgo? Okay, so there could be something with Pisces. So there could be strong Pisces in the situation. I just heard Chiron Pisces. So there could be a wounding in the Pisces area. Okay, so that is about accepting spirituality. Oh, that's right. So that's what that is. Duh, Rubes. Okay. That is kind of like the Chiron of Pisces is like the wounded healing is around the spiritual realm, right? And trusting your own intuition, trusting yourself, trusting what you can't really see in front of you. Okay, and then this last one that we got was Fateful Encounter. All right, so it's impossible to avoid. There's a song that has that lyric in it. Let's see if I can remember that later as we do the reading. Okay, so there's a big impact on this person's future and they're really starting to realize it. I feel like they're exhausted in this unawakened state. But this Pisces card says, I had an idealistic view on what a relationship should look like, and you challenged that perspective and made me question my whole value system. I didn't understand what you were trying to teach me, but now I do. And look at this person, like with all these notes and journaling and all these things that they're doing, trying to understand now. It's like they're exhausted with it. So it was fear of letting go. What you're asking of me feels impossible and it makes me very uncomfortable. So this was really pushing their limits, their limits on what they felt like their capacity was to handle, right? But this is fated. So it's like, I just keep hearing impossible to avoid. So they're starting to, I'm feeling kind of surrender to this a little bit here. Let's get some more for you guys and see what else could be coming in regarding this. For Virgo, they just said the Virgin because that's what Virgo is. Because I was looking at this girl on here and I was like, I know this says Pisces, but for some reason it's reminding me of the Virgin of Virgo, right? Just like there's something about it that feels a little bit innocent. But I feel like they feel that they're going through something that they've never experienced before. And so, I mean, that could be kind of virgin-like, right? Okay, rising flames. Let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. Yeah. Scales of balance. Seek equilibrium in love and career, harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both your heart and your mind. So I'm seeing, okay, so far I'm seeing elements, okay? So I'm seeing justice energy, first of all. But I'm seeing water energy and fire energy here. So let's see what other elements we get. It's like they're balancing their feelings and their intuition. It's like both their feelings and their intuition. They're balancing that. And then I'm also seeing balancing the passion. So where do the swords come in? Where does the earth come in here? Virgo. I mean, you're Virgo, obviously, but... And there is the earth energy. As I'm speaking. Thank you. So, unity blooms. So, foster harmony and connection within your community, nurturing bonds that bring us together. So, trying to bring you guys together. Slow climb. You are getting there one steady step at a time. All right. So, I want to know how this person is showing up right now. Are they in this unawakened state? What is your person showing up as now? Before they were having a fear of losing their old life, the life that they knew before they met you, right? They were worried about that. Not no more. All right, so no, now they're stepping into shamanism. They could be a shaman, but they're stepping more into that. That it's like the gift of knowing. You know, I'm viewing that as like the masculine version of like the high priestess energy, right? Which is that Pisces. So it's like they are stepping into this a little bit here. How are you showing up? Divine feminine. A singer. So again, sacral energy. So resonance, harmony, emotion, performance. So you guys are matching each other. You guys are definitely matching each other. I am still curious about this unawakened side. Ooh, on the split, I got crying over you, and I was just looking at this. I heard, I'm just so done. What are they so done with? I feel like surrendering energy here. What was this unawakened part? Okay. So scarcity tactics is underneath. So I feel like this was like the head over heart scenario for this person, right? They were so focused on, you know, you do understand this to an extent, Virgo, being an earth sign. But I feel like they were focused on that they were going to lose something. Like if they released themselves from something about their pre-knowing you life, that they were going to be missing out on something, or something wasn't going to go their way. It was like a fear-based way of thinking. And when you came in, you were like, check yourself. Because what it does is when you meet your divine feminine, it creates an awakening within you, and everything that you thought that you knew in your life kind of just falls away. And so people, places, and things that are not meant for you, or your highest good with your soul, they kind of go to the wayside, and you start to see things differently. And they're showing me the community card here, nurturing bonds that bring us together. So there were people that had a scarcity mindset, right? Including them. They were in that place. So part of changing that with this fateful encounter is changing the way that you view the world. So it's not about, oh my God, I got to grab this last piece of the pie and I'm going to fight so-and-so for it. And then I'm going to get that promotion and I'm going to get these things and I'm going to have it all. And then I'm going to be the CEO and I'm going to be the boss and I'm going to do these things, right? But sometimes it's understanding that that's not what really matters anyway. And if there are people around you that are in this energy and are causing you to also stay in that energy, then that needs to go, because there's a piece of the pie for everyone. There's enough for all. There's abundance for everyone, right? And it's about being around the right tribe, being around the right people, the people that are going to foster your creative side. So it's about balancing that, okay? And so So I'm feeling the star with that fateful encounter, because I'm seeing a lot of night type of feelings with energy. Even this is dark, so it's like discovering this kind of in the dark. This is in the dark. These flames are coming up in the dark. The shaman is thinking in the dark. The stars are out with the Pisces card in the dark, and they're looking at the stars and the moon here. So the dark side of Pisces can be like depression, dependent, obsessive, like varying extreme emotions oscillating, and then spiteful energy and escapist, right? And they're seeing you in this creative, intuitive, empathic, kind, generous, romantic, mystical, and gentle energy, right? It's just two different worlds. Which world am I going to choose? Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Here we go. Pisces energy here. Pisces, Cancer, depends on who you ask. I would say both. The gift of knowing is there. This person is a spiritual leader. That's how they're showing up right now. They've had a lot to work through. It's been a slow climb for them. What else for Virgo? Is that your opposite sign? Is Pisces your opposite sign? I think maybe. It's hard to think when I'm channeling. Okay. All right, so yeah, there's been this block here. This block. Oh, those fell out. Justice again. Libra energy with the Three of Pentacles. Community. Fostering harmony and connection within your community. Nurturing bonds that bring us together. So we got that with this Justice card, which is a repeat of this with the Justice card, right? Working together and cooperating, and them just blocking it all out. This unawakened energy. Because they were afraid. They felt like something was missing in their life, but they were in denial. It could be physically blocking and ignoring the connection. Right. Okay. So, because it made them feel too vulnerable. Okay. Aquarius, Aries. With the Fool, Death. Yeah, it would mean a complete ending to everything that they knew. It would mean ending certain relationships in their lives. So it's time for justice to come in here. What would justice be really quick? Justice for Virgo. What would justice look like for Virgo, please? Thank you. Page of Cups. So an apology. An apology. And that's them sitting in Cups energy, which is that Pisces energy, right? So there was something that was no closure between the two of you guys, right? It was super painful. It was unbalanced. It felt tedious on your side. Yeah, totally heartbreaking. Totally heartbreaking whatever went down here. And yeah, I think if this is your reading, you or this other person does deserve an apology here for whatever that was. The blocking, whatever, whatnot. Can you tell me a little bit more about this Page of Cups? Ugh. All right, so I'm going to take the ones that actually popped out the right way because the other one was a big chunk. We have the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. So, yeah, they were at a crossroads between their head and their heart. Seeking equilibrium in love and career, harmonizing inner scale to weigh decisions with both the heart and the mind. Okay, so that is justice energy, and they do want to bring that in. But when it comes to the Lovers, it's a choice in love as well. So they're choosing for themselves, they're choosing for the community around them, they're choosing for you about what they want to bring in, and that's love. Working together, not blocking this anymore, not viewing life with a scarcity mindset. That doesn't do anybody any good. They're throwing that away. They're like, I'm getting into my heart. I'm checking myself. And that no longer applies to me because everything has changed. Yeah, King of Swords energy. So they're there to make decisions. This is somebody who's going to have a conversation with you. This is somebody who's going to say, this is what I want. It's going to be clear communication. And they're going to say, you know, I view this between you and I as a fateful, destined relationship. And I'm ready to make these decisions and take action. And it is going to be the best for everybody involved, right? Judgment. This is a judgment call. They're tired of the conflict. They just can't do it anymore. It's too exhausting. You can only study things for so long before taking action, right? Yeah, they're studied out. Okay, so thoughts. What is this person's thoughts right now? For Virgo. Thoughts for Virgo. Death, 5 of Cups, and 2 of Cups. So again, they're thinking this is over. They're having deep regrets about you guys' relationship. They're thinking that they made the wrong choice, and they're having a huge epiphany about it right now with that Sun energy underneath. Yeah. Again, with this exhaustion, I was asking how they're feeling, and that's that exhausted, unawakened card. So this person had some trips around the barn with you. It was a couple cycles, if not more. This could have been 9 months, 9 weeks, something about a 9. This could have been something about since like September, which is the 9th month. Again, we have the sun popping out again. It's like, the sun will come out tomorrow. Because I can't stand one more day in this energy, right? Intentions, please. For Virgo. Intentions for Virgo. Thank you. Hermit. And then the other one that came out was 6 of Wands and the Leo energy of strength. So again, they are moving into an awakening energy with the shaman energy here. And this person is now connecting. See how there's this circular... They're showing me the circular energy right around this heart chakra area for this person. So they are awakening and they're realizing it's going to take strength if they want this victory. It's up to them to do this. Okay, so actions. It's going to be coming in over the next month or so for actions. For Virgo. 6 of Wands in reverse. I saw 8 of Wands on the underneath. So there's going to be some sort of movement or messages about something that was not successful in the past. I feel like this is a conversation about that. Magician, 4 of Swords in reverse. So it's action time. I just heard it's action time. So there is going to be a conversation about this. There's going to be a conversation about how they weren't successful and why. And underneath, I'm also seeing here the 7 of Swords. So it's like not being honest with themselves, not being honest with you. And that's that energy here of, I can't do this one more day. With the 4 of Swords in reverse, I can't sit here and do nothing for one more day. It's time for me to take action. And I'm the one that has the power to do so. So this is all going to be closing this chapter here. Can you tell me about the Magician? The Magician energy. And that is your energy, Virgo, because it's Gemini Virgo energy. Like I said, we also had Leo, Virgo, again with the Hermit. Scorpio with the Death card, Gemini with the Lovers, and Libra with Justice, okay? And what is this other one that came out here? Yeah, 5 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, right? They've stopped fighting in the after tarot though, because normally in the regular traditional tarot, they're fighting. So this person's done fighting themselves and they're giving into the Piscean energy here. Their intuition. They're giving into it. Okay. So there is a winner here, and the winner is their heart. Okay. So let's get some cards for you guys for messages here. Why are these turned around? All right. Messages for Virgo for May. I feel like this person probably had a lot of time to themselves. I see them very contemplative energy. Of course, we have the shaman energy here, which he's sitting very silently, right? And he's just taking in what's around him. This unawakened energy of this person by themselves. In this card, you can see that they have someone's hand. It's like that's your hand holding on to them, but they haven't moved forward yet, right? Right. And then we have that blocked energy. Please don't hate me for ghosting you. You didn't deserve it. That's what I was getting. Yep. Underneath, I can't take being away from you any longer. That's what I was saying. That's that Four of Swords in reversed. What else? No one makes me feel the way you do. You are the best I ever had. Anything else for Virgo? I know I was wrong by not talking to you. Would you be open to talking now? Again, ghosting type energy. I'm not the same person. No, they're not. They went from this to this in the time that you guys have stopped talking. So the silence has done wonders for them. All right. So that is what I have for you, Virgo. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check out your other placements, and I will be back on your next video. We'll see you. Bye.
So I'll rest within the silence, your presence my disguise. For in the dark there's always light.